47.
I'm 47.
And how old are you?
37.
Oh, so 10 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't start doing comedy until I was 32 in Philly.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then I want to know, because let me guess.
Okay.
You're starting comedy in Philadelphia, and you glom on to the best guys that you see.
No.
No.
Oh, no?
No.
Yeah,
He needed cigarettes, and I had cigarettes. It was like jail. It wasn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
You hadn't seen his act, like, I got to get into this guy's.
I didn't.
Yeah, he saw my act and made fun of me.
Yeah, I still make fun of him. I didn't love it. He was real. So at the show that he used to run with, like, our friends, he had started a couple years before me.
Yeah.
And then I started coming around, and there was this show. It was like an open mic. It was like a showcase open mic, and it was really good in Philly because there wasn't that many opportunities. So there was this Thursday night show at this place called the Raven Lounge. And the first half of it, they would put up to 10 best comics in the room to keep the audience.
Wow.
And then the second half, it was like, they would kind of funnel through. But if you did well the week before, they'd be like, all right, well, you try to get bumped up. It was
And
a real
we were
meritocracy.
maniacs about it. We really tried to run like the best show. We thought we were doing.
They thought they were running like the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Like,
wow.
it was
Well,
like,
not like in arrogance outside of it, but we were fighting and like, you got to make it the best thing ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
We were nuts about it.
And you guys both ended up being in the first half.
so he was running it.
Yeah.
I showed up one week, I think it was my first or second time ever on stage, and did pretty well, like considering. And he had Saul or something. And
You had
then
what?
I saw a spark in the kid.
He
Bobby,
saw
see?
he saw me do well.
Oh,
and
you
then
saw something.
The next week, the guy
his pimples on his nose. Hey, Rudolph, get up there and don't bomb. Don't embarrass me, kid.
Wow.
so he
James
goes,
Vanderbeek's in the audience.
And were you enamored that he, or flattered? Were you flattered that the guy that
No.
runs the show? What?
no, he was a big fat loser. I mean, you just heard the years leading up to when I met him. What do you think he was?
I was wearing
He was wearing
a sport coat and sweatpants.
Yeah, no, that's not even a joke.
Yeah.
So I wasn't supposed to go. I'd done well the first time, considering the first time I was there. And then he was like, the person who was supposed to go up and close the second, like was supposed to headline the first half, wasn't in the room. So they saw me. They were like, all right, this kid did good. We don't know him, but he did good last week. Just kind of go up there and I guess do the same thing you did last week.
Yeah.
I didn't know. It was my second time doing comedy. I didn't know how comedy worked. So I wrote that 5 minutes. And then that week, I just wrote a brand new 5 minutes.
Oh.
And just bombed so bad. And I saw him in the back put his hand in his head.
Wow.
But he gave me the speech before. He's like, listen, I'm going to need a good set out of you. Go up there, knock him dead, give him hell, kid. And
I was big on the speech.
yeah,
Wow.
he loved a good speech. And I ate my balls. And then I didn't get back on stage for like a year after. I was so
shit.
scared and so embarrassed.
Wow.
I ran him out of the business, Bob.
Wow.
You'll never work in this town
Yeah.
again.
People
Let
don't.
me get a smoke.
I mean, early on, those bombs you never forget.
No, I'll never forget him
scarring.
turning his head away and being like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know what I thought I knew what I was
It was in
doing.
a packed room.
Yeah. Like 50 people probably.
Yeah.
The crazy thing to me was back then thinking ever that I was even okay at it. And like looking back on it,
How bad you were.
how bad. Like
I still think I stink.
Yeah, of course. Back then, if you knew how bad you truly were, that's what you have to have, that certain amount of delusion in you.
To keep going.
You're like, oh, that one was all right. That was pretty good.
Let me think. Yeah, I think I knew how bad I was, but I could see improvements too.
That's also very big. And
Right.
also if like a bigger comic's like, oh, good bit or great job.
Right,
you're like,
right,
oh, that keeps
right.
you moving. You're
Like for me,
positive.
it was like for the first year, my only sign that I was kind of going in the right direction was, Pauly Shore and Carlos Mencia asked me to open for them.
Yeah, that's great.
And that's sort of like, oh, maybe
there's something.
there's something there. And they're like, you're green and you bomb every other time, but there's something there. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you would,
This is pre-Mad TV, right?
yeah, This is like when
When
I
you
started.
got that, you were like, oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be here. Right?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you think that being Asian helped you out because Polly has an obsession with Asian people,
I think that did help.
right?
Yeah.
Is it known that he has an obsession with Asian?
he's-
I don't know. I don't know the
he's
man.
Painfully addicted.
Really?
Yeah, and not in a good way. There's just something about, he thinks we're dogs.
Well, no, wasn't he raised by?
Yeah, I know, but he
Asian
pets me
family?
like, you know what I mean? oh, come, you know, it'll, you know, what I mean, he'll pet me like a dog. Oh, good boy, you know what I mean? Yeah, and it's like, all right, and he thinks I'm Chinese, but that's fine because he sings a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This, we're like we go to the Korean spa, and he'll go, Chinese people are the most beautiful people in the world.
That's sweet.
But he'll say it out loud in front of all the other Asians,
Koreans.
and they all look at me, and I'm like, he's Jewish. They do that, you know. Yeah, but
That's all right.
yeah, no, but I'll tell you. So what happened was I started in '95, and then all the locals in San Diego didn't like me at all, like all the older ones, because I realized they didn't want to help me in any way, and they didn't want to. They never went.
We were the black sheep of the city as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what